years ago, I was in Atlanta, Georgia. I was in my early 20s, like 23, 24, 25, and I was doing a seminar. And those days, there weren't 15, 20,000 people. It was 125 people. I remember because it was the biggest seminar I'd done. I thought it was so exciting. And I give my heart and soul and, going 12, 13 hours a day. And on the third day, the rooms were so small, then I'd go by and look in everybody's eyes. I gave everybody a flower. I mean, it was just, I look back now, it seems silly, but it was really just, I wanted to make that connection. I want to make sure that they had made that shift. I was like so obsessive about making a true transformation happen. And earlier in the day, I got a phone call from a friend of mine who said, the boss, Bruce Springsteen, he was the biggest star in the world in those days. I loved him. And he's 4 blocks from you. He's at, the Atlanta Stadium there where the Hawks play. You got just finish early and come over and you got to take it in. It was Christmas time. He said, it's going to be incredible. I said, I'd love to come, but I said, I just can't do that. That's if I finish somehow in time, it all happens. He's still on stage, I'll call you and see what's going on. So I finished the seminar. I don't know how long it was, almost 11 o'clock at night. But, Bruce usually does, especially at Christmas, he's like 3 encores. And so my buddy calls me and says, get your butt over here. He's doing a second encore. I think he might even do 3 if you get here. Get over here, see the end. So I sprinted the 4 or 5 blocks to get in, got in the stadium, couldn't find my buddy, but I got up into some high seats and I'm looking down and it was back when Clarence was still there. And, it was just the drive and the energy was incredible. The crowd was so engaged and he was doing Christmas songs and he ends with, Born to Run, and I'm like, I'm so into it. And about 3/4 way through the song, I got depressed. I'm like, what the hell? And what it was I was like, shit, what I'm doing doesn't matter. This guy's got 15,000 people here. I got 125 for 3 days. I mean, I'm not making any difference at all. And I was like, and I literally we were walking out and people born around, I was pissy inside myself, but I was feeling so great before this, but now I'm making this comparison. And of course, you're never fair. You're comparing to somebody else's life that has a totally different path, a totally different experience. We all develop in different stages and different things. We all want different things. But what was ironic, though, the reason I tell you the story is it was like 4 years later, and there I am in that stadium, and I'm not doing this crappy little 2.5-hour concert, right? I'm doing 12 hours, and the crowd's going
Screw
crazy.
You, Bruce.
And it was humorous. You get to look back and say, you judge yourself too soon.